Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Anime Podcasters. Today, it is the triumphant trio who has returned to discuss koala things. It's a Koalacast episode. It's laid back. It's going to be a short form. It's going to be a chill form. And we got Hotshot with us. How's it going, buddy?
It's going. I think it's been a while since my last koala.
Yeah, same. I feel like it's been a minute since, I don't know when the last Koalacast was, but today, you know, the four kids koalas, they're here, but we also we need some assistance. We need some opinions. We need Murel the man. How's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty well, pretty good, I guess.
Good.
Today for this podcast, I'll be I have it all set up on my couch, so I'm nice and comfy for this Koalacast, good. For my first one.
Exactly, this is your first Koalacast. For the new listener, a Koalacast is best explained by the ginger himself. Give us the most, hotshot way you could describe this right now. What's a Koalacast, Hotshot?
We talk stupid shit with no form.
About anime. Yeah, basically, there's no specific topic here. We're just gonna off the dome, talk about what we've been watching recently or anything random. The first thing I want to start with is Hotshot. Hatsune Miku is making her way to Fall Guys. I'm a huge Fall Guys lover. I love that game, and I know you love Hatsune Miku. How do you feel about this news?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it makes sense because frankly it doesn't. But then again, there's a lot of add-ons for Fall Guys that don't make any sense. Like Sonic characters are an add-on in there now too. But at the same time, at least they're just costumes and skins. Like I can't pick Sonic and just light speed dash all the way over. Like if I was in frickin' Fortnite.
Right.
But I mean, you convinced me to play Fall Guys like one night with you, and I do really enjoy it. I just wish my internet wasn't so ass so we could actually hop on again and I could get the Hatsune Miku skin.
I mean, how about for now, you work on getting that skin and then I'll just defeat you in the next time we play.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. I can't even get to the game because it's an online game.
I guess they're doing this whole collaboration thing with gaming and anime characters. For example, we got, recently we had the Fortnite and Dragon Ball.
Which is it's still really weird to me. Just, Naruto shooting Goku with a shotgun, and then Goku preparing Kamehameha. It's just okay. That's odd.
Yeah, that is odd. Yep.
I'm not gonna say it's unwelcome because I mean, just seeing some of my favorite anime characters with guns is kind of amazing.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But there was a whole thing where you could shoot Kamehamehas in Fortnite. And I read on only Fortnite for this reason, so I guess it worked. They got some anime fans back on board, and I the second it ended, I was like, okay, I don't need to be here anymore.
I mean, recently, just before that, they also had a whole big wave of Marvel characters joining, right? Mm-hmm. When the MCU not ended, but the phase ended. So Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, Cap all came into it.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, I'm just excited to see other anime happenings in gaming. And another thing that's happening too is, I don't know if you saw this, but as a huge Dragon Ball Z Kakarot fan, I think I saw something about the Bardock DLC in the works.
Yeah,
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, I brought it up to you, I think one of these days. I may not have. But just seeing that we get more content for a Kakarot, it makes sense that we finally get a Bardock gameplay in it, because Bardock is such a big story.
It is. I agree. I'm with you on that for sure. I'm so excited for it. I don't know about you, Murel. Are you a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot fan at all, or does this take your fancy?
I love Dragon Ball in every shape and form.
Nice.
It's just I haven't played that new game that came out. What was that, a year or two ago?
Mm-hmm. I've not played it yet. So that was Kakarot. That was the RPG that just came out.
Yeah. I haven't played the RPG yet, so
ask Jaian about it once. He'll spend the next 3 hours talking to you about it.
No, Kakarot is one of those games that I picked up and I was so happy about it. And I saw that they have a new they reworked it on for the PS5 version. The environments look way more realistic and everything. It keeps getting these random updates every other 4 months, and I love it. I'm so happy that this game is still getting love, and I'm excited for the next Dragon Ball game, whatever it may be. But for me, Kakarot has been the best Dragon Ball game ever.
Speaking of anime games that are coming out, actually, One that just dropped recently, like it's not out, but one that caught my eye is another One Piece game. It's an RPG. It looks like it's going to be an actual turn-based RPG with the One Piece characters called One Piece Odyssey.
Okay.
And you know how much of a whore I am for the One Piece franchise at this point.
How many episodes are you in at this point? Like, as of tonight, as we are recording?
510.
So you're halfway through, basically.
No, I am not.
Well, no, there's 1,000 episodes, right?
They have 1,200.
They're not 1,200 episodes.
They're just shy. They're past 1,100 at least.
No, they're not. I don't.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, fact check for these, Murel. How many episodes of One Piece is there right now as of late September? Like, just type in like episode count of One Piece, because I don't think they're at. I think they recently crossed 1,000.
That happened when
I'll be able to get it to you in momentarily.
Yeah. But while you're looking at that up, Murel, no, dude, they're definitely under 1,100. No, I feel like I saw like 1033 came out.
Jaden,
or something.
You are not a One Piece fan.
Listen. The best thing that can come out of this is you being 100% right. So just roll with me here for a second, okay? You get to rub it in my face in about 20 seconds if I'm in the wrong. But I feel like I'm right, Murel? What do you have?
The last archived ones that have been on this thing to present, it's 892.
Okay, I'm googling it right now.
More.
1,033 episodes. Yeah, I was right. 1,033 episodes.
No, it has more than that.
No, dude, I'm on Google right now.
Funimation alone has 1,133.
Right on Google, you type in how many episodes of One Piece are there, and it says 1,033. I don't think Google would lie, you know?
Currently has 1,033. Okay, I gotta go to Funimation. I'll be right back. Yeah. I just saw the... What did I see?
Whatever. It's fine.
I'm still not halfway, though. Okay, I'll admit I was wrong. I just read it wrong when I went there.
It's all good. I think One Piece. I'm very excited to let's have a mini One Piece conversation here. Because I definitely want to hold this for you and Kyo for the next episode. Because if you have not seen it on our socials, guys, episode 140 is after this one, and 140 is going to be a very special. I would literally say this is an anime podcaster special. I have not seen the Ginger this lit up by an anime series in years, guys.
What's the last one you saw me this excited for?
Oh man, I don't think there was even another one. I feel like maybe some Cast topic that you discussed, but like you've been all about this anime so much that Hotshot was like, can we not, because 139 was supposed to be One Piece, and he told me, let's just do something else for 139. Give me more time to watch more One Piece. I was like, bro, if it means that much to you, we will do a Koalacast, and that's why you guys are getting a Koalacast right now. But
so if I keep telling you, hey, give me more time to watch more, we'll never do a One Piece episode.
No.
Sounds like it.
Well, you and you and
okay,
Kyo
let's see. It took me about 2 months to get where I am. Give me another 2.
I just want to get this out. 140 will be a One Piece special, and it can even be a part 1 as far as I'm concerned, because like you have not been this excited about an anime series in what seems like forever, and I'm just so excited to see you and Kyo break this one down, because and I told Hotshot, like, no, like usually we try to keep these episodes like, you know, around an hour or something. I'm like, Hotshot, like just go in and talk for as much as you want for this one. I feel like this is going to be a very special episode of the podcast. 140 is going to be very exciting. What are you like? Let's tease the episode a little bit for the viewers, Hotshot. What are you and Kyo going to like discuss? Like, you know, don't spoil anything. Just like broad strokes here.
So going broad strokes here. So as you guys know, One Piece is a massive anime, and yes, I was wrong. They did not pass 1,100. They have 1,033 episodes right now in the original Japanese dub, but before that, there was a massive jump. There was a massive time skip episode that takes place 2 years after, well, everything that happened. And that's what we're going to talk about, is everything from episode 1 to the time skip. And it actually works out pretty well, because Kyo has read from episode 1 to the time skip in the manga, and I have done it in anime form. So we actually have two different viewpoints here.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool.
It's so excited. It's always good to have two different viewpoints when talking about anime and stuff, because manga and the actual TV show or movies, right, are always different.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. There are actually shots in the anime though that are ripped right from the manga. Like there's a lot of comparison screenshots that have shown both of them side by side, and they're practically identical.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
The only thing I haven't done yet is watch any of the One Piece movies, because a lot of them are post time skip. And as of recording this, I am 4 episodes away from the time skip, and that was the whole reason I wanted you to wait, Jaian, was because I wanted to get to the time skip.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing: when I told you to wait, I was on maybe 449, something like that, like 440.
That was like 2 days ago.
I know.
2 days ago.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. He's a beast
when it comes to it.
Yo, this guy struggled to watch one episode of Blood Sea, but he can watch like the entire One Piece pre-time skip.
I watched the entire Impelled, and I'll go into detail on this in the episode. I watched the entire Impelled Down and the entire Paramount War in 2 days.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's a lot.
Look it up.
But what I did want to say is I know this is not like shifting away from One Piece and slowly blending to another one. When I think One Piece, and I know this is not like a topic that you're necessarily like the most fond of, Hotshot, but I just remember the Sanji versus Rock Lee death battle, and it just kind of made me realize how strong the One Piece universe really is. Because spoiler alert, Sanji defeats Rock Lee like swiftly, and Rock Lee's no joke of an anime fighter. I'm just curious to like maybe real quick here nerd out on like how would you compare the battle strength of characters in One Piece where you are right now versus the Naruto pre-time skip?
So like classic Naruto and pre-time skip One Piece?
Exactly, because they're both pre-time skip, you know?
Where I am right now, Lee would absolutely decimate Sanji.
Okay.
That time skip for Sanji helped tremendously. He is not really that high level of a fighter where I am right now.
Right, okay, I see.
Zoro's pretty damn strong. It's going to take someone like probably no one short of a Hokage to take Zoro down.
Right. Okay.
Very interesting. Or at the very least, like a high level Jonin, like Kakashi and Guy, maybe.
Okay. I see. Interesting. The other reason why I'm slowly bleeding into death battle here, is because there's a battle coming up, and I rarely bring up death battle anymore on the podcast because I know like Hotshot isn't the fondest of it. But this is one that I really think.
Well, okay. Let me clear that up.
Please.
I love death battle. I still really do. Hell, the other weekend, me and Kyo actually had a death battle marathon over ones that we missed. It's just I don't appreciate using death battle for our content, because to me it just feels like we're piggybacking off them. That's the only reason.
I mean, I agree to disagree in that case, because I always felt like we were bringing in our input, you know? And I feel like ripping off that battle to me is like, have you seen those reaction videos where they just watch that battle?
Yeah, no, I know.
That to me is like ripping off.
And we're just talking about it. And I do get that. But at the same time, some death battles I do not have like that high of this is how this is going to go. And some of them I just watch. Like, the ones that I can get into the nitty gritty of are few and far between. So I feel like a lot of it I'm grasping at straws.
I think this one is one that you're going to get behind. The next death battle, Trunks, your favorite Dragon Ball character as far as I remember.
It is.
Versus Silver from Sonic. That's super interesting.
Trunks wins.
I don't know. I don't want to get like too like nerdy about it, but I did some research on Silver. Like, they're both like from alternate futures from what I understand, and Silver seems to be no joke, you know?
Everything I've seen Silver in, he's a joke. Trunks wins.
Really? I don't know. Because it's Trunks versus Silver.
Depending on what version of Trunks.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the what I'm seeing here is just like it looks like the Dragon Ball Super Trunks.
Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Future Trunks. Yeah, Future Trunks. Thank you for clarifying that. Not Kid Trunks.
Yeah, of course. Kid Trunks cannot even hurt a fly without Goten to be doing the fusion and stuff, right?
I mean, we could say the same thing about Goten, but the interesting thing about this death battle is the last Sonic versus Dragon Ball death battle they had was
Vegeta and Shadow.
Exactly. And Vegeta absolutely obliterated Shadow. This one is less cut and dry than that one, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because Shadow was fighting Vegeta.
Yeah.
Like, literally a god.
Yeah. But when that one came out, it was like, I don't think Dragon Ball Super was...
No, he didn't have Blue yet.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The highest that Vegeta went was Super Saiyan 2? I think just Super Saiyan. And he still beat...
he can go 2.
And he still beat Shadow.
Right,
Trunks, I think, can go Super Saiyan 2 now.
Yeah, absolutely. He can go.
Yeah, he decimates Silver.
I mean, I'm excited for that.
I'll still watch it, and I know Kyo would too, but that's just my hat in the ring.
Right, fair enough.
I'd still watch it.
Yeah, of course. What are your general thoughts on that, Murel?
It would definitely be an interesting battle and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, like it would be future Trunks and not like younger Trunks, right? So he does have some sort of fighting experience, hopefully, right?
I think he has fighting experience.
So it's...
he fought the cyborgs, and then he fought the other threat that came up, so...
Yeah, but...
The other one that I don't want to name.
Yeah, but still, like, he's still relevant within the universe, right? Of Dragon Ball.
No, absolutely.
He's irrelevant? Yeah, no, he is.
No, he definitely is. And like the Trunks that we saw, I saw Trunks in the latest Dragon Ball Super movie as well. Obviously, like fused with the Goten, because that's the thing though about like Trunks and Goten as characters. I kind of want them to be more separate. I feel like they're just always paired together, and they could be way more interesting if they were separate. Because like they're kind of the next generation of Saiyans, under Gohan, and then you have Pan. I kind of want them to, grow out of just being fusion characters.
I mean, we got that in GT, but then they were still kind of fusion characters.
Yeah,
but GT is
GT. I understand.
Yeah.
But I will still happily watch GT.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to hear the GT talk, we had a whole episode about Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, and that was actually one of my first episodes, too.
Yes,
nice.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yo, I saw this other anime, completely shifting gears here. I think you would really like this one, Murel.
All right.
Because you like that dark stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Vampire in the Garden. And Hotshot, you might like this one, too, because, this one is the shortest episode run I've ever seen. 5 episodes. So... It's basically this whole setup. What?
5 episodes. Yeah.
Are they OVAs? Yeah. Like hours? Or
they're like 20-minute longs. I don't think I think it's an ONA is what I'm saying.
Damn, that's a really short series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Produced by Netflix, 26 minutes per episode, PG-13. Got a 7.13 score on my anime list as we are recording this. But basically, it's this whole vampire versus human soldier dilemma. And there's a character called Momo, and there's this other vampire character called Fine. And there's this whole bond that gets created through the destructive war between humans and vampires. And it's really interesting. There's a whole dilemma. It's a constant, like, A or B, what should I do? And it's really well done. It's a really, really strong series. I'm trying to not, like, spoil too much, but basically... vampires are taking over and humans aren't letting them, and they do not understand each other, and they are absolutely at a huge battle with each other all the time, and the humans have technologies to like try to destroy these vampires. They have like these green beams of light that when they shift out a vampire, it just burns them alive. And then the vampires have like obviously all these they can fly, they have like super strong superhuman strength and all this stuff. Very, very interesting anime for sure. Vampire in the Garden. I just finished it last night. I hugely recommend it.
Yeah, I just added it to my recommended list.
Yo, I swear, you're on a recommendation episode streak. This guy. We had ACR in the second last episode. We did the blacklist. He's like, I'm just going to watch all of these. I'm just going to watch all of these.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because we go in the backwater, like, corners of anime that no one else would dare dive into. So, yeah, exactly. Murel can pick up some weird stuff.
Okay, Murel, how about this? Flip it on me right now. What's an anime you want to recommend? Because I feel like you got plenty for you to watch.
I'm pretty sure that all of the ones are pretty out there, and that only I and Hotshot would watch.
No, okay. Well, let's go to Hotshot for a second. Maybe you can recommend an anime to us, Hotshot, and Murel. While we do that, you can find an anime for you.
So sadly, the only thing I've been watching for like the past 2 months has been One Piece.
Right. But what was the series right before One Piece that you saw? Like the last thing you remember that wasn't One Piece.
And the last one I saw before that was Ranking of Kings. But before I get into that, there is one that I wanted to bring up. It's another anime game that both me and Kyo have actually been waiting for a long time to hear any news about. Mm-hmm. It's called Gungrave, and it is based off an anime. I haven't seen the anime myself, but going by the game, it looks amazing. I actually do have the trailer. If you guys just wanted to take a second look at it.
So this is a game, right?
This is a game, yeah. It is based off of an anime, but it is one that me and Kyo have been looking forward to for a long time. So we're all going to take a minute and watch the trailer.
It looks very dark, a lot of punching, a lot of loud noises, a lot of guns. This looks like a darker, like it's like Arkham Asylum meets Gun Gale is what I'm getting from this, with some cyberpunk kind of vibes. That's what I'm seeing right now with this game. Gungrave.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, that's something else I want to bring up here in a minute, too.
What do you want to say about Cyberpunk, bro?
So, Cyberpunk... So, you guys know the game that came out, Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh, there's a series! There's a series!
Yes.
Infamous with how horrendous it is.
Oh, yeah. But there's a series now. Is that what you want to bring up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a series of them
Cyberpunk
now?
Edge Runners.
Yeah, is it good?
I haven't watched it myself. I've watched maybe a few minutes. Kyo binged the entire show within 2 days.
Okay, and
because
what did he think?
It is one that he has been looking forward to for a long time, and it's by Studio Trigger.
Nice.
Okay.
And as far as I know, it is knee deep in the lore of Cyberpunk 77, like the actual game. Like the game is actually closely intertwined with the show. And that's not something that a lot of shows do. Like it's either the story exactly, or it's just something else like in that world. They're never intertwined like that.
I see. Very interesting. I mean, I've literally seen this game. I've literally seen this series on Netflix, like on my recommended. You know, like the first row of suggestions. That one's been up there for such a long time. Right now, I'm just it's not an anime. I'm making my way through Final Space. It's a cartoon series, very Rick and Morty-esque, and I love it. So I'm watching that right now. But I definitely want to watch Cyberpunk 77. And the other thing too, Hotshot, I gotta admit it. This is another thing I don't know if I told you this off podcast. I've dropped out of Boruto. I did it. And I don't know if I'm going back.
Welcome back to the light.
Bro, I don't know if I can go back because they were on this arc with the Mist Village and these water swordsmen, and it was just so long. And I honestly believe, you know how Naruto is criticized for having all of this filler? All of this filler. Can we agree that Naruto is, like, what's the percentage of filler in Naruto? What would you say? Like 70% canon, 30% filler? What's your give? Yeah, you would go with that amount, right? Murel, would you agree with that? Would you say 60-40, 70-30?
I never really watched Naruto that much, so...
Okay, fair enough.
I looked up the amount of filler in Boruto comparatively, and from my last look up, and keep in mind, this was like 3, 4, 5 months ago, something like that. It is 87% filler, 13% canon.
I believe it's right now we're looking at a 20% canon, 80% filler. Like, I understand that filler is in there to build characters and there's like interesting stuff, but this beautiful series that is Naruto has been let down, in my opinion, by Boruto. Ever since we got
hold up, go ahead and finish your thought. I just have something to say after.
Okay, I want to say is no, I'm gonna leave it at that. I feel like me not continuing to pursue it as actively. I think that speaks for itself. Please, what's your point, Hotshot?
Okay, so you know how you and I have had conversations of filler that, like, to me, it's never really bothered me. Like,
right?
Like, I'm with what you originally said. It's about building character. It's more exposure to the show we love and the characters we love and stuff like that. I never actually knew filler hatred until I started watching One Piece. The only reasoning being, like, I will go back and watch those filler episodes because I did skip them because they happened in the middle of the arc. So, like, in the middle of a big life and death battle, all of a sudden, I go to feudal Japan and see Samurai Luffy. And all these other characters that have died, and Luffy is a police officer and a mob boss all in one, and it's just very confusing.
That sounds extremely confusing. I don't understand that.
It was like a 2-episode break in between, like, seriousness that was happening in canon.
Right.
But then it just jumps right back into the serious. Like, that is what made me hate it, is that it interrupted right in the middle of a massive arc and a massive fight. If you finish that arc and then wind down with that filler, I would not have cared at all. But the fact that it happens right in the middle of everything drove me up the freaking wall.
No, I understand.
Here's the thing. I have a different opinion about filler episodes. Because filler episodes can also be side quests, side missions. Yeah. Like, it could basically just bring out another character's personality a lot more. So it's more of not a filler to me. Personally, it's not a filler to me. It's just something extra. Some more story. Something more to bring to a certain character. Right?
And 9 times out of 10, I would agree with you. It's just in this one specific instance, it was all happening in the middle of everything.
Yikes.
I mean, that was the case in Naruto a lot. I feel like Dragon Ball, like, for sure, like, one of the worst fillers in Dragon Ball, in my opinion, the Garlic Jr. Between Namek and the Saiyans, between Namek and the androids, and the whole, like, Goku's not back on Earth yet. The Dark Water Mist or Black Water Mist, I think. Everything. It was just a weird filler arc. That, or when Nappa and Vegeta stop on Arlia on their way to Earth. Like, just random fillers like that. I wasn't really fond of particularly. So I feel like I'm more of a filler averse person than you, Hotshot. But I can understand, like, you're in the middle of a battle. It's all there. It's happening. And then, what? Why am I here? You know? So I get it.
Yeah.
Like, 9 times out of 10, I'm with Murel. I actually don't mind the filler. I do see it as kind of a side quest, just more exposure to these characters and where they came from, or
absolutely.
Or like, say, flashback episodes, for instance. Like, I love those 9 times out of 10. But if I'm invested in something, and if I'm watching something, and I want to stay in that something, do not take me out of it.
Yeah, but the thing is that, remember, is that during, like, one of those side quests and stuff like that, right? Like, the side stories, it gives, like, it could, like, in a side story, it could easily bring out a new villain for, like, let's just say the next season or the next episode for the main character to defeat or talk to or whatnot, right? So
no, you're right.
It can basically start connecting things together, and I know that there's a lot of people who are writing fan fictions about characters who they only see one episode, but they make a big giant fan fiction database.
That sounds like someone I know. I know someone who would do that.
Yeah.
Hello.
In fact, I think I think the person's here right now with us.
Murel, do you want to come clean here, buddy?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Well, I do write a lot of short stories, so yeah.
All right, fair enough. I mean, to each their own.
I mean, to back Murel up further, actually, there are a lot of quote-unquote filler arcs that happen in One Piece, but towards the end of them, they become canon because they introduce a major character. So, like, even the filler arcs are canon. So nothing is, like, 100% filler minus a few episodes.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and something going that strong with that many episodes, that's really surprising.
And still going today.
Yeah, still going today. I'm pretty surprised about that.
Like, even the dub was on hiatus for, like, 10 years or so because of the whole 4Kids thing.
Ah.
So when Funimation took over, they had to start from episode 1 and work their way up. That's why the dub is so far behind the Japanese dub. But after such a hiatus, they're still back and they're still working and they're still catching up. Like they have 1,033 episodes in total. The dub I think goes to like 841 right now.
Oh.
And they're still going.
Right. I mean, listen, I feel like this is all stuff that you and Kyo could definitely break down in the One Piece episode. I feel like we kind of hit a nice spot. We kind of hit all these topics. Is there any final things you guys want to mention before we can start wrapping things up?
Yeah, 2 things. Well, they kind of wrap up into one. Something
Go for
else that I'm excited about. Recently, if you guys remember, the Reincarnated as a Slime episode came out too.
Right.
And I may have brought this up 1 or 2 times in other episodes. I don't remember. But it is confirmed coming within the holiday of this year. We are getting a movie, a confirmed canon movie, and a confirmed season 3.
Nice.
And I am completely over the moon for it because I can, honest to God, say Reincarnated as Slime is my favorite anime of all time.
Wow. Okay. That's high praise right there. And what was the other thing you wanted to bring up?
No, that was it. It was the movie in
Okay.
the 3rd season.
Actually, you just reminded me. I've been seeing this other anime pop up on my feed. Chainsaw Man.
Oh,
this
yeah.
October. That looks really fun. I'm going to watch that for sure.
That's another one we've been keeping our eye out for.
Yeah. Anything else you want to bring up, Murel, or should we? Oh, yeah. What do you want to recommend to the people, Murel? You got all this time.
There's a lot of animes that I do recommend for people, like Chivalry of a Failed Knight, Arcane. I've not watched Blood Sea yet. That'll be in another episode, right?
Yeah.
There's also
Arcane? Do you mean Arcane?
Yeah, Arcane.
Okay.
Arcanine about dogs.
Yep.
Arcane about League of Legends characters.
Yes. Oh, and
It
Fortnite.
actually is. It is really good, Jaden. You should watch it.
and one anime
Get that Fortnite skin?
and one anime that I know Hotshot would also watch, and most likely probably already has, Monster Musume.
is?
Yep.
Oh!
Finished it.
Yeah. He definitely watched that one for sure. That sounds like a hot shot show.
Yeah, me and Kyo actually have watched it like in its entirety.
Oh, I thought you said
like
that.
2
Oh
weeks
yeah,
ago.
him and I definitely have a body pillow.
Well, I mean, I do, but I'm not going to tell you of who.
Oh God.
Oh, you know what?
Spoilers. It's Sue.
That's the best way to leave. That's the best point to leave on. I can't even talk right now.
Yep.
Murel just called you out.
He didn't call me out if I just step into the limelight.
All right.
Like, you
All
can't
right,
push
fair
somebody on stage and then they just accept it and still get called out.
True.
I love it. All right. Let's slowly wrap things up. You guys can follow the podcast on our socials at Anime Podcasters. You can leave us a voicemail or you can take a survey. Everything is linked in the description. Subscribe to us on your favorite podcatcher. Artwork by GoProKyo. Go follow him on Twitter. Links for his stuff are in the description. I am at Jaian Music on social media. JaianMusic.com is my website. So, Murel, where can people find you and what are you working on at the moment?
People can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. All my links will be in the description below. And right
Perfect.
now I'm working on a lot of college stuff for college because, well, I'm back in college. I said college 3 times. Oh, look, 4 times.
I want an anime of Murel in college. Are you with me, Hotshot?
I'm good.
He's like, I'm getting back to you for the body pillow.
The thing is that if every season is 1 year or 1 semester, right?
Yeah?
I've been at college for about, this would be my 4th year.
I'm
And-
not watching 4 seasons of Murel in
No,
college. I'm sorry,
no.
It's
buddy.
just like all Hotshot, it's just all filler. Every semester is just filler. There's nothing else. It's just
Yep.
mundane slice of life, Murel college life.
Basically,
Here's
every
the thing, some
every
of my favorite animes are in the school realm.
every
Or Murel
I'm
in
just not
college.
going to watch 4 seasons worth.
every season
okay.
is 1 semester. So in my just 1 year alone, that's 4 seasons.
I'm out.
All right.
I'm a man who has watched nearly 100 episodes of One Piece in 2 days. I am not watching that.
Yeah, me neither.
Hotshot, where can people find you? Please, just tell me. Just tell me.
Right here on this podcast.
Perfect. Are you streaming anytime soon?
I'm working things out to try and get back into streaming. It's more of a confidence thing than anything. But I do want to get back into streaming someday, and when that happens, you guys can find me back on Twitch. I will keep you updated. You guys can find me right here on Jaian Music and Anime Podcasters, wherever podcasts are listened to. And you guys can find me over on my channel, Hotshot Ginger, where I do Pontsucast with GoProKyo. And we do have one episode in the pipeline right now.
Perfect. And what is your Twitter?
You guys can find my Twitter at Hotshot Ginger. It is everywhere you find me. It is Hotshot Ginger.
Perfect. Okay, so this is episode 139. Next one, the One Piece special, and then after that, if I'm not mistaken, the Halloween episode will be the next one after that, which we already have a topic pre-selected for that. I'm very excited about it. So, for myself, Murel Koval, Hotshot Ginger, this has been another episode of
Anime Podcasters.
How do you say anime podcasters like a koala?
Bye, guys.
Bye.